In today's class, I will be discussing all the GATE question related to metrology subject from the year 2011 to 2020. The first question, which is asked in 2011, to measure the effective diameter of an external metric thread of 3.5 millimeter pitch. This question pitch is given, which is 3.5 millimeter, and it is a metric thread, so the included angle is 60 degree. Apart from that, cylindrical standard diameter is given, which is 30.5 millimeter, and the diameter of wire 2 millimeter is given. From the question, it is a two-wire method. The micrometer, basically for two-wire method, basically we use floating carriage micrometer. So micrometer reading over the standard is given 16.532 millimeter, and over the wire it is given 15.398 millimeter. The effective diameter of the thread is, we have to find out. So we have to find out the effective diameter. Already we have discussed this topic in my class, previous class I can say. This is the floating carriage setup. If you are using the standard cylindrical specimen in the floating carriage diameter, at that time whatever the reading you will get, that will be your R1. And when you will put the screw thread in this floating carriage micrometer, whatever reading you will get, that is R2. So what will be your Y? Y is the diameter of the under wire. Y is given by S minus R1 minus R2, and effective diameter is given by S plus P dash. So in order to find out the value of E, we must find out first the value of Y. Okay, so in the given question, Y is equal to S minus R1 minus R2. S is given 30.5 and R is given 16.532 and R2 is given 15.398 millimeter. If you calculate, you will find the value. You are getting this one. And P dash your pitch. Then P dash is the pitch value, not the pitch. Okay, so it is given by 0.866 into pitch minus diameter of the wire. As per the question, pitch value is given 3.5 millimeter and the diameter of the wire 2. So you will get the pitch value, this one. So E is equal to Y plus P dash. Just put the value of Y 29.366 millimeter and P dash 1.031 millimeter. You will get the value 30.397 millimeter. So here is a small correction you have to make. In this particular figure, it will be E is equal to E will be equal to Y plus P dash. So the correct answer will be, what will be the correct answer? From the calculation you will find the correct answer. Correct answer is B. Just moving to the next question. Observation of a slip gauge on flatness interferometer produce fringe counts numbering 10 and 14 for two reading, and the second reading is taken by rotating the setup by 180 degree, and assume that both faces of the slip gauges are flat and the wavelength of the radiation is 0.5086 micrometer, and the parallelism error between the two faces of the slip gauge is, four option is given. You have to find which option is correct. Parallelism error is given by n2 minus n1 divided by 2 into lambda by 2. Here n2 is 14, n1 is 10, so 14 minus 10 divided by 2 into lambda value is given 0.5086 divided by 2. You will get the value 0.5086 micrometer. So the correct answer will be this one. In this question, this is the size of the shaft. The upper limit of the shaft is 25.040 and lower limit is 25 minus 0.010, and hole dimension is given this one. So in order to get the maximum interference you will get when you will use the upper limit of the shaft and the lower limit of the hole. Like this, the maximum diameter of the shaft and the minimum diameter of the hole means what I have said, the lower limit of the hole and the upper limit of the shaft. Upper limit is given 25.040 and minimum diameter is given 25.020. So if you subtract this one, you will get the value 0.020 millimeter. So but they have asked the maximum interference in micron. So 1 micron is equal to 10 to the minus 6 meter. So if you convert this millimeter into first meter and then micron, you will get the answer 20. So the correct option will be C. Sine bar question in year 2012. Length is given and the diameter of the roller is given 20 millimeter, and the height from the surface of the plate to the center of the roller. Mind, always remember that it is given, the height is given from the surface plate to the center of the roller 100 millimeter. You have to calculate the taper angle. During the lab, I have discussed how to calculate the taper angle by using the sine bar. If these are the two roller, if just assume that these are the two roller of sine bar, and the distance from the surface plate, suppose this is the surface plate. Distance from the surface plate to the center of the roller is given 100. So we know that sine theta will be, what will be the sine theta as per this particular figure? It will be definitely BC by AB, and the length is given 250 mm. Just if you look at the question, length is given 250. That means value of AB you know. So how you will calculate the value of BC? DC is given 100 and the diameter of roller is given 20. So what will be the value of the radius? And this from there to there, it is the value of it is the radius value of the roller, which is given 10. So 100 minus 10 will give you the value of BC, which is 90. So if you calculate that value of theta, you will find 21.1 degree. So the correct answer is A. Again, one question is on limit fit tolerance chapter. Cylindrical pin dimension is given 25 plus upper limit is 0.020 and lower limit is 0.10. Is electroplated. This pin is electroplated and thickness of the plating is given 30 plus minus 2.0. Suppose this is the cylindrical pin. What will be the maximum dimension? It will be 25.020. If this pin is electroplated, it is a cylindrical pin, it will be radially thickness. Here it is electroplated. Similarly, in this way, it is electroplated. So, if you calculate the size of the go gauge means maximum metal limit. Okay, so maximum, in order to find out the size of the go gauge, this is the 20.0.20. 30 plus 2 is the maximum electroplating thickness. It is given in micron, so we have calculated into millimeter. So why it is 2? Because of this one, this one, this one and this one. It is written twice. So if you calculate the value, you will find the size of the go gauge 25.084. So the correct answer is this D option. This question is asked in year 2013. The flatness of the machine part bed. The flatness of the machine bed can be measured using this tool. This one is incorrect because vernier caliper is a linear instrument and height gauge is not used, you know, and tool maker micrometer is used for thread pitch measurement. So the correct answer is auto collimator. This question is asked in year 2014. For the given assembly 25 capital H7 G8, match group A with group B. You have to match group A with group B. Always remember, whenever you have given any assembly, always the capital letter always indicate the shaft type. Okay, so H will match, P will match with 2, Roman number 2, and G small letter always stands for shaft type. So S will be matched with Roman number 1. For shaft, this 7 and 8, these are the tolerance grade. So H stands for hole, so it will match with the hole. H will match with H7, 7 is for hole, it will match with 3, and R will match with 3, and this one will match with 4, shaft. So 1 P P means 2 or Q means 4. P means 2, Q means 4. Okay. And 3, R means 3 and S means 1. The correct answer will be D1. This question is asked in year 2014. Again, one simple question. A go and no go plug gauge is to be designed for measuring a hole of nominal diameter 25 millimeter with a hole tolerance is given. Okay, considering 10% of the work tolerance of the gauge tolerance and no wear condition is given. Wear tolerance we don't have to consider. We have to find out the go plug gauge as per the unilateral tolerance. Unilateral tolerance means the tolerance is provided in one side. If you look at this question, you will find the tolerance for this total tolerance is given plus minus 0.015. The total tolerance will be 0.030. These are the dimension for hole. Okay, work tolerance will be the tolerance of this value. It will be 0.003 millimeter. So dimension will be like this. The correct answer will be option 3. This question is asked again in 2014 in set 4. Again one question. Hole dimension is given and it is are assembled interchangeably with a pin of diameter is given. Minimum clearance in the assembly. When you will have the minimum clearance? Of course, minimum clearance you will get when you will have the lower limit of hole and the upper limit of pin. Upper limit is 25.005 and the lower limit of this hole is 25.020. If you subtract this two value, which is hole minimum minus, here pin is considered as a shaft, pin maximum, and it is, we will get the value like this. So 0.015 millimeter is the answer. So the correct answer will be this one. In this question, you will have to find out the value of this ring gauge diameter D. How you will find the value of this ring gauge diameter? Just look at this figure. This is the value of D. This is the value of D. So D will be diameter of this large spherical ball and a radius of the spherical ball, this large spherical ball, plus radius of this small spherical ball plus AB, which is written D1 by 2, which is the D1 stands for the diameter of the larger spherical ball, half of that plus AB plus half of the small spherical ball. That will be the value of D. In the given question, value of D1 and D2 is given. If you look at the question, you will find value of D1 is given 60 and D2 is given 40. So anyhow, if we can calculate the value of AB, we can easily find out the value of D, diameter of the ring gauge. So in order to find out the value of D, we must know the value of BC. So what, by using this relation, means H1 plus D1 by 2 minus H2, this one, plus D2 by 2. If you subtract this by this, you will get the value of PC. Okay, what will be the value of AC? That will be just D1 by 2 plus D2 by 2. We have calculated in there. That is 50. So what will be the value of AB? Square root of AC square minus BC square. You will get the value 25 into root over 3, which is but we have to find out the value of D. So by putting the value of D is, D1 is 60, so D1 by 2 will be 30 and AB value is 25 into root over 3, and value is given for D2 by 2 is 20. So the correct answer is 93.30 millimeter. So in some question in GATE you will find you have to put the value. So no option is given. Okay. For such type of question there is no negative marking. Okay. Now one more question. Which of the following statement is true? Before choosing any option, you must what question they have asked. They have 4 statement is provided. You have to they have just asked which statement is right. If you look at the theory of the gauge, go gauge and no gauge, you will find the go gauge control the lower limit. Go always stands for maximum metal limit, and maximum metal limit you will get lower limit of the hole. Okay. So correct answer is C. This question is asked in 2015. This is basically a simple question. You have to just plus and minus and you will get the solution. Simply 22, what will be the value of L4? Okay, L1 is given 22.010. You have to subtract the value of L1 minus L2 minus L3, which is given 10 point, what is the value of L2? 10.005. The correct answer will be 0.1. It will be this one, D option. Okay, L1 minus L2 minus L3. You will get the value of L4. Two optical flat plate of glass are kept at a small angle as shown in the figure. Monochromatic ray light is incident vertically. Okay. If the wavelength of light used to get a fringe spacing of 1 millimeter is 450 nanometer, the wavelength of light in nanometer to get a fringe spacing of 1.5 millimeter. This is a simple physics question, and we know that delta H, that is the fringe spacing, is given by n into lambda by 2. In this question, if you take the initial condition, they have given spacing for 1 mm, the wavelength is 450 nanometer. This is the first initial condition which is given for 1 millimeter. The wavelength is given 450. So delta H is equal to n into lambda by 2. Put the value of lambda 450. This is the first. For they have asked for 1.5 millimeters fringe spacing. What will be the value of lambda? So just divide 1 by 2. You will get the value, lambda value 675 nanometer. So the Again, in this question you have to put the value. Okay, no option is given. Filler gauge is basically match with, tells about the clearance and gap between the component. Fillet gauge sometimes it is also called as radius gauge. Okay, plug gauge is associated with hole, this one, and one more is left, that is the snap gauge. Snap gauge will match with this one second. So one with 3, second with 2, second with 1, 1 with 3, second with 1, and R with 2. Correct answer is 1. This question is asked in 2016. One more question, it is related to surface roughness. They have given peak to valley height is given 20 micrometer, means distance from this to this, not in a straight way. Okay, from here to here it is given 20 micrometer. They have asked the center line average surface roughness, that is given by R0 is given by H by 4, that is equal to 5, means 20 by 4 is equal to 5. The correct answer will be A. Again, same type of question, plating. Okay, again the ring gauge, go gauge, you have to consider the maximum 25.020 plus, again I'm telling you, plating, again this type, this is up to this much, it is 25.020. okay, and this thickness, plating thickness is 2.005. okay, so it will be twice, so the correct answer will be 25.020 plus 2.005 plus 2.005, which is coming 29.030 mm. So again in this question no option is given, you have to put the value. This is very simple question related to again sine bar. It is asked in year 2018. They have given a taper angle which is 27 degree and 32 minute. You have to first convert this minute into degree. You have to divide just by 60 degree, which is done in the solution. You will get the value of theta 27.533 degree. So sine theta is given by h by L. So L is given, okay, L is given how much? 125 millimeter. Put the value of L is equal to 125 millimeter, and theta you have calculated 27.533 degree, and you can easily get the value of H, which is coming 57.782. You must be very correct with the 3 decimal place. Okay, next question. Again it is a coating question, similar. A circular shaft having diameter 65. Similar type of question. Here the answer will be, let's stop here.